Right, so Samuel, why do you think you needed to do this? I mean, he's talked about what the essence of the program is, but why the children right now?
Okay, thank you so much. This is important because one of the challenges with young people is that most of the time nobody speaks to them to say to them, this is, what you need to do to discover yourself, to find yourself, for the future. We discover that a lot of times many people pick the wrong jobs, the wrong career, because they didn't do personality tests when they were young to know, okay, this is the personality that fits, the job I want to do. This is, this is the reason why I talk like this. This is the reason why I have passion for this. So that's why we're doing this very important for these young people from age 10 to 17, because aside from the fact that we're teaching them to discover the unique things about themselves, we're also going to teach them how to turn the negative things also into positive solution. How to look at themselves to say, even the things that people don't say are good about me, how can I tweak it? I use myself as an example. Growing up, I was a talkative in school, in class. They used to write my name in list of noisemakers a lot. When the teachers are coming, they even flog me in advance. So talking was a problem for me. But right now, what was wrong with me is now right with me. They used to flog me before for talking. Now people even, pay me to talk. I was able to, turn that negative part of my life into something positive. I'm a public speaker now. So just like they say, calling light out of darkness. This is one of the things that we want to do with these young people, to help them to look at themselves, to analyze themselves, to say, at this stage of their lives, they are able to become what they want to be, envision what they are supposed to be starting now. And this is very important. That's why we're calling on parents, guardians, elderly people to support, to also sponsor young people to attend this program.
Okay, let me still stay with you. I mean, I'll come back to you, don't get. Let me still stay with you, Samuel. You talked about, I mean, what's the age of, what are the ages?
Okay, 10 to 17.
Okay, so you're looking at both minors and teenagers,
exactly,
and, pre-adolescent age. Now, you talked about a personality, test, and most of the time, a child depends on the validation of the parents to be able to make future decisions. So
that's right.
You could have your mom say, "You be a lawyer. I want a lawyer. I want an engineer." I mean, it's often very hard for you to see a parent say, "I want you to be an MC. I want you to be a public speaker."
That's right.
I want you to be an events planner or a fashion designer.
That's right.
And so the child also has the issue of trying to do right because, of course, he's under a parent. How can you bring the parents, in this conversation you're having, is there any room to also talk to the guardians and the parents? Because at the end of the day, they go back home. And so the conversation continues at home. How do you hope to ensure that this is also achievable?
Okay, the truth of the matter is, for how long are we going to say that, parents are going to stop their children from becoming whatever they want to be? Many of us who have grown up today, growing up, my mother said, "You must be an engineer, Samuel. This is what I want you to be." So I went to school studying engineering. But look at me today. My parents are even so proud of me because somebody spoke to me when I was in 100 level in school and said, take this personality test. I began to take those tests. I discovered that my life revolved around speaking. I love to do counseling. I love to, talk. I love to express myself. That's it. So we are saying to parents who are actually, listening to this interview right now, allow these children to come for this program. Allow them to come and experience this thing. We have a lot. It's going to be so practical that we are also going to analyze. We're going to give them questionnaires. They're going to fill questions. So what problem do you want to solve in the world? They're going to answer those questions. And we review those questions. They take it back home. So we are also going to do a follow-up mentorship program for them. So their parents are going to be aware. So their parents are going to be aware that we're following them up. And what we just want to do is to say that these parents, watch them. By the time we're done with this program, watch the progress of these young people and see that, they are going to thrive in every area that they discover about themselves. And the times are changing. The world is changing also. So gone are the days where people have this kind of, specific course that a child must study. Tech is coming now. There's technology coming. A lot of people are becoming brand identity designers. A lot of people are coming on to do a lot of things. So I think parents should also key into the future and use this opportunity to send in their children to for this program starting tomorrow until Friday.
So Samuel, in terms of social psychological, interest in building the psyche of the child, you find out there's a lot of peer pressure. you know, both in school, on and off campus, even in the homes, about, you know, the age grading of the child. And, you know, from the young age, you begin to see, like you talked about, personality traits, formation of character of a young person. Currently, there are over 40% of Nigerian youths involved in drug abuse, and the reason for that is peer pressure, and sometimes a lack of enabling environment within the family. So how are you going to also look at the issue of peer pressure and also discuss this, you know, with the parents, and how to look out for issues like that?
Okay. So it's evident that all of these things are happening in our country today. But then what we are saying is that in the course of the program, that's why we are also going to introduce these young children, young adults, teenagers to, you know, mentorship, you know, so, you know, follow up on them. So they are going to give feedback to mentors. So aside from the program, we're grouping them. After the 3 days, they're going to be at the center. We're grouping them into different groups. So we're going to have mentors follow up on them. And we're taking this campaign also to their schools. Okay. Yeah, so it's not ending at the center. That's why this project is sustainable. It's not ending at the center. We're taking it to their schools to say, you know what, we train these children, these young people. So we're going over to where they stay, where they interface with people, where they meet with people, to now go and, you know, teach them further, mentor them, answer their questions, and also speak to their friends, their colleagues, everybody around them, and also train the teachers. So we also have, you know, train the trainer program also, you know, to say, because it does not end with training the children. There are people who these children look up to, which are teachers, who are teachers, mentors, parents. So we have train the trainer program, we have parents leadership program. So all of these things, we are going to incorporate it after this program to say, you know what, it's not ending here. So we are going to groom the people who these children meet with every day. And so also we have a library at the center. So they are going to also study books. We're going to recommend books to them that, you know, that will help them to grow further. You know, and we're also going to teach them the consequences of vices, how to pick friends, how to know the kind of person who you should associate with. All of these things are important. If you are discovering purpose, you need the right kind of people who are going to be with you to join you as you move. Just like in the Bible, Mary went to meet Elizabeth, and the baby in Elizabeth will leap for joy. So these young people need to understand that they need to follow people who will make their vision to leap for joy, who will make their purpose, passion to continue to be ignited. And that's why association is important. And that's what we're going to tackle it at this program.
All right. So tell us, how many days for this program?
It's a 3-day program.
Where is it happening and what time?
It's happening starting tomorrow and ending on Friday. It's a 3-day program at the Gotney Leadership Center, Jabi, Abuja.
And it will include girls as well?
Boys, girls.
Boys and girls.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
it's great
you
having
so
you
much.
as always.
Thank
Well,
you.
we've been speaking on Self-Discovery Leadership Program. We had Director Gotney Program here in Dogesita Abasi Uko, and Samuel Lusumo, who is the Leadership Development Executive at Gotney Leadership Center as well. Well, it says it starts tomorrow. If you want more information, you can also go to their website. But in the meantime, we'll take a quick break. When we'll come back, Global Agenda is up.